Can't buy me love. The best things in life are free. Money can't buy you class. All the money in the world can't buy you back good health. Mo money, mo problems. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. If I had $1 million, I'd buy you a green dress, but not a real green dress. That's cruel. And American citizenship is not for sale. That last one from Marco Rubio. And yes, he is saying that American citizenship is not for sale. While his boss runs a website where you can literally buy your way into the United States for $1 million with a $5 million premium upgrade coming soon. So where is all of this coming from? Where is this American citizenship is not for sale coming from? Well, Marco Rubio announced that he's got his birth tourism prevention task force. And he's warning about rings of shadowy figures that coach foreign nationals into having babies on our soil so that they can become citizens. And that's when he said American citizenship is not for sale in a post on X. And of course, the internet responded the way you would hope. Gavin Newsom, who's really good at trolling, his press office replied with a screenshot of Trump's gold card and 4 words. You sure about that? And with Donald Trump, it is absolutely for sale. Citizenship is, because you have that $1 million gold card plus the $15,000 processing fee, which gets you permanent residence. And I quote the government's own language here, in record time. Trump says that it's a green card, but better and more sophisticated. He's openly gushed that a Russian oligarch could probably get one, and then he added, he knows some nice ones. And now, just like in Amex, there's a platinum tier out there at $5 million, which would let wealthy foreigners live here for 270 days a year without paying any tax on money they earned abroad. So now we are a country with a rewards program. Silver, gold, platinum, and then there's one for the rest of us in the regular tier. I mean, look, we obviously can't grant everyone citizenship just because they ask for it. And right now, the path to citizenship, it's not an easy path. It takes time, it takes money, and it takes luck. So what should the actual price of citizenship be? I'm asking you guys in the comments. Because right now, the answer is $1 million if you have it, and a court date sometimes years away if you don't. Often with ICE waiting at the door for you. All if you don't happen to have $1 million in your account. So again, tell me in the comments what this says about who this country is being built for. And I also want to remind you guys all about Marco Rubio. He was born in Miami, 1971, but his parents came from Cuba. They came over in 1956, and they didn't become citizens until 1975, 4 years after little Marco was born. The entire reason Marco Rubio is an American, and not just a guest, is the exact principle that this administration is trying to erase with Marco Rubio running the damn task force. The task force that says being born here doesn't necessarily make you one of us. That is what Marco Rubio is somehow fighting himself. I mean, he literally had lawyers making arguments on his behalf over this very thing back in 2016. Somebody sued to say that Marco was not eligible to run for office. And his attorney, Rubio's attorney, filed a motion arguing that he's a natural-born citizen because he was born in the United States to immigrant parents, and warned that entertaining the other side of the argument would jeopardize centuries of precedent. Holy hell. Jeopardizing centuries of precedent in an effing court. Marco Rubio and his attorney said that. And now, just like a good little pet, he does whatever his leash holder Donald Trump tells him to do. And by the way, the Rubio story, it goes back even further. Rubio's grandfather, Pedro Victor Garcia, flew back into Miami from Cuba in 1962 without a visa because you could not get one back then. An immigration judge ordered him excluded and deported. So Rubio's grandfather just ignored that order, stayed anyway, and years later, when the law shifted, he got permanent residency. But if that were today, with the current border regime, the one that Marco Rubio is somehow supporting and defending, that regime would have grabbed his grandfather off of a Miami street, never to be heard from again. And the citizenship rules that his boss dreams about out loud would have left Marco Rubio himself being one of the people that the Republicans are blaming for everything wrong in America. Marco got over the proverbial wall And now he's pulling the ladder up behind him. So no, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Rubio, citizenship is not for sale. At least unless you've got enough money for Donald Trump. $1 million for the wealthy, but for anybody else whose parents got here the way yours did, it's just fear. Independent media like us, we survive on your interactions, your likes, your comments, your shares. So do me a favor, drop a comment below so that the algorithm knows to spread this story further than Rubio's little press release did.